I never imagined I'd be the one telling a story like this, yet here I am. My wife and I had been together for nearly 8 years. For most of that time, I believed we had something steady, something real. We started young, built a life side by side, and I was convinced we were each other's anchor. But over the past year, something shifted. She grew distant. Her phone became her constant companion, and she always had reasons for late nights, either more work or outings with friends. I told myself not to read too much into it. I trusted her. I thought maybe I was just being insecure. After everything we had shared, I couldn't believe she'd ever betray me. Then came the night that changed everything. She told me she was heading out with co-workers and not to wait up. I nodded, tried to be supportive, but deep down something in me twisted. She left around 8, and I sat in the quiet, staring at the clock. By midnight, my gut told me this wasn't just another night out. By 1 in the morning, I had already paced a groove into the living room floor. I considered calling her but stopped myself. I didn't want to seem controlling. At 3 a.m., the door finally creaked open. She stepped inside, mascara smeared, hair tangled, smelling faintly of someone else's perfume. When I asked where she'd been, she looked at me with a coldness I'd never seen before. Then she gave a little laugh and said she'd found the attention she needed. The words hit like a knife, but her tone, smug, almost triumphant, hurt even more. The truth is, by then I'd already prepared myself. While she was gone, I had cycled through disbelief, fury, heartbreak, and numbness. And in the middle of it all, I had made a choice. I wasn't going to argue, beg, or try to salvage something she had already destroyed. I had packed her things. Every drawer emptied, every hanger cleared, neatly stacked by the front door. So when she tossed out that cruel line, I simply told her bags were ready. At first she blinked, confused, as if she didn't understand. Then she walked to the door, saw her belongings waiting, and froze. She tried to laugh it off, asked if this was some dramatic stunt. But when she realized I wasn't yelling or breaking down, only standing firm, her face shifted. Panic flickered. She pleaded with me to talk it through, said I was overreacting, that she just wanted excitement, that she still needed me. I told her she could have all the space she wanted, just not in my home, and not in my life. Watching her crumble was one of the hardest things I've ever endured. A part of me still loved her, still wanted to hold her and ask why I wasn't enough. But I knew that if I gave in, I'd lose myself completely. She had crossed a line I couldn't ignore. She lingered, gathering her things slowly, hoping I'd soften. She threw out excuse after excuse. She didn't mean it, she just wanted to feel alive. I'd regret this decision. Each word stung, but I didn't show it. I stayed steady, repeating the same truth. It was over. Finally, she carried her bags out the door. For the first time in hours, the house was quiet. When it shut behind her, I collapsed onto the couch, and everything I had been holding back rushed in all at once. The silence was crushing. The woman I had built a life with had just admitted her betrayal and left without looking back. I cried harder than I ever thought possible. And yet, buried beneath the grief was a strange relief. I knew I had made the only choice that preserved my self-respect. The days since have been brutal. I still wake up reaching for her, only to find an empty side of the bed. I still make coffee and stop halfway, remembering there's no second cup to pour. Every corner of the house reminds me of her, but with each reminder, I also feel stronger. I proved to myself I wouldn't accept less than I deserve. My family was stunned when I told them, but they've been supportive. Friends keep reminding me I'll be better off. Deep down, I know they're right. Still, the nights are the hardest. Sometimes I hear her words echo, I got the attention I needed. And I wonder how long she had felt that way. Was the woman I loved gone long before that night, and I just didn't see it? I don't know what the future holds. For now, I focus on surviving one day at a time. I go to work. I keep busy. I talk to the people who truly care about me. Some mornings are heavier than others, but I remind myself, I deserve someone who chooses me, who values loyalty, who doesn't laugh in my face at 3 in the morning. I'm writing this to clear my head. Maybe someone reading has lived through something similar. Maybe this is just my way of trying to make sense of the senseless. All I know is I couldn't keep living as someone's backup plan. I'll always cherish the memories of who she was, but I can't love the person she's become. Holding on would have destroyed me more than letting go. That night, when she walked through the door, she thought she was returning to the same home she left. But she wasn't. She stepped into a new reality, one where I finally chose myself. One where her bags were already waiting by the door.